An estimate in QuickBooks Online is a proposal or quote for work you want to do for a customer. Estimates let you easily transfer their information to an invoice when you are ready to bill the customer without re entering all the information from the estimate. If you enable progress invoicing in your company file, you can also send partial invoices from the estimate's totals as needed if invoicing from a project's estimate in phases. To transfer information from an estimate to an invoice, the estimate's status must be either accepted or pending, but not closed. It must also be saved and cannot have been fully invoiced. To create an estimate in QuickBooks Online, hover over the Create button in the navigation bar, and then click the Estimate link under the Customer heading in the menu to open the estimate window. Alternatively, click the Estimates link under the Customer Hub app in the All Apps bar to open the Estimates page to the right. Then either click the Create an Estimate button in the page to create your first estimate, or click the Create Estimate button in the page's upper right corner to create all future estimates. If creating an estimate using either of these methods, then first select the customer or project from the Customer dropdown in the Estimate window. Alternatively, to create an estimate from a project's details page, if using QuickBooks Online Plus with projects enabled, click the Add to Project button in the upper right corner of the project details page, and then select Estimate from the dropdown to create a new estimate and automatically select the project from the Customer dropdown. If needed, to change the estimate template, click the Manage button in the toolbar at the top of the window to show the pane at the right side of the window. Then click the Design section in the pane to expand it if needed. Then select the desired template to apply in this section of the pane. The estimate status appears at the top of the pane at the right side of the estimate window. The default estimate status is pending. To change the estimate status, click the Manage button in the toolbar to show the pane at the right side of the window if needed, and then select the estimate status from the drop-down towards the top of the pane. If needed, to confirm who accepted the estimate and on which date, enter values into the Accepted By and Accepted Date fields within the Customer Information fields at the top of the estimate form. The selected customer and/or project information appears in the fields at the top of the form. You can edit this information the same way as when editing it within an invoice. The Estimate Date field contains the current date, and you can change it if needed. To set an expiration date for the estimate, select it from the Calendar Date selector for the Expiration Date field, or click into the field and type date. If shipping is enabled, then Ship To, Ship From Hidden, Ship Via, Shipping Date, and Tracking Number fields also appear here. The Ship From Hidden field shows your company's default sales address. You can change this if needed. The Estimate Number field shows the next highest available estimate number. If you enabled custom transaction numbers in your sales forms, then you can change this if needed. If you enabled payments in QuickBooks Online, you can click the Discounts and Fees button in the pane at the right side of the estimate to set which payment fields appear in the estimate. If a customer to whom you send an estimate accepts the estimate and/or makes a deposit in QuickBooks Online using this estimate, then the estimate is marked as accepted and converted into an invoice. If you enabled location tracking, a location dropdown then appears. If you enabled class tracking on a transaction level, then a class dropdown also appears here. The next area is the line items area where you enter the estimate's products and/or services. If you enabled service dates in sales forms, select the service date for services to provide from the service date column. To select an existing item from the products and services list, Click into the Product Service column and then select the item from the drop-down menu. If SKUs are enabled, the item SKU appears in the SKU column. Its description appears in the Description column. You can also type a description here if desired. Enter the quantity of the product to buy or service to provide by typing it into the quantity field labeled QTY. The rate for the product or service per quantity unit appears in the Rate field. You can change it if needed. The quantity field is multiplied by the Rate field to show the total amount for the line item in the Amount field. If entering a product or service without a rate or quantity, you can simply enter the total amount into the Amount field if needed. If the product or service is taxable, ensure the Sales Tax field shows the correct sales tax status. You can click this if needed to mark the line item as taxable or non-taxable. At the left end of each line item row is a selection handle. To change the order of the line items, click and drag the line item up or down by this handle and then release it. To delete a line item, click the trash can icon at its right end. To clear all lines from the line items area, click the Clear All Lines button below the line items area. To add a new line item row, click into the bottom line item row to automatically add a new row. Alternatively, to add a new blank line item row, click the Add Product or Service button under the line items area. To add a subtotal line item to an estimate in QuickBooks Online, select the line item row above the row where you want to insert the subtotal row. Then click the drop-down part of the button below the line items area and select the Add Subtotal command to add a subtotal line below the currently selected line. You can add as many subtotal lines as the estimate requires. Note that when you click into a line item row to make it the active row in the line items area, a plus button appears at its left end. You can click this button to show a drop-down menu of commands. To add a new line item row below the current row, select the Add Product or Service command. To add a subtotal below the current row, select the Add Subtotal command. To add a blank line item row or a line item row that contains text you then type, select the Add Text command. You can then add text to the blank line item row that appears. To duplicate a selected text line item row, select the Duplicate command from this drop-down menu, which only appears for text line item rows. To enter a message to show on the estimate, type it into the Note to Customer field. To enter a message that appears for this estimate in the customer's statement, type it into the Memo on Statement Hidden field. To attach a file to the estimate, either drag and drop a file onto the Attachments field, or click the field to open a File Upload dialog box you can use to browse for and then select the file to attach. Note the 20 megabyte file attachment size limit. In the lower right corner of the estimate is the subtotal, taxable subtotal, sales tax, discount, shipping and tax on shipping, and total field information, depending on which sales form features you enabled. To select either the default automatic sales tax calculation or a custom sales tax rate if you created any, use the Tax Rate dropdown. From your selection, QuickBooks Online shows the sales tax to collect. If using the automatic sales tax calculation, then you can click the See the Math link by the sales tax amount to see the sales tax information and calculations and correct it if needed in the pane that then opens at the right side of the window. If you need to override the automatic sales tax calculation, you can click the Override This Amount link in the pane's lower right corner to show a new section at the bottom of the pane. Then click the Edit link in this section. Then enter either a new rate or amount to charge for sales tax, and then select a reason for override from the drop-down. Then click the adjacent Apply Override button to confirm the override. After editing the sales tax if needed, you can then close the pane by clicking the Close button in its lower right corner. To apply a discount to the estimate, if you enable the discount field in your sales forms, click the percent or dollars toggle switch as needed. Then enter the discount percentage or discount amount into the adjacent field. If needed, to change whether to apply the discount before or after calculating sales tax in QuickBooks Online, click the arrow buttons to the left of the sales tax rate and discount fields to switch the order of the two fields in the estimate each time you click it. Doing this changes whether the discount is applied before or after calculating sales tax based on the order the fields appear in the estimate. If shipping is enabled, enter the amount of shipping into the shipping field. The tax on shipping, if needed, appears to the left of this field. The Estimate Total field shows the total estimate amount. The toolbar at the bottom of the estimate lists the actions you can perform. Different options appear when creating a new estimate versus opening an existing estimate. To print or download the estimate, click the Print or Download link in this toolbar to show a pop-up menu. To save and print it, then select the Print command in the pop-up menu to open the estimate as a PDF in a new browser tab, and then use the buttons in the toolbar at the top of the PDF preview to print or download it as a PDF to send to the customer if needed. You can then close the window. Alternatively, to directly save and download it, select the Download command in the pop-up menu to download a copy directly to your computer. After creating the estimate, to save it and open a new estimate window, or save it and close the estimate window, click the button or select the desired choice from the Save, Save and New, or Save and Close drop-down button towards the right end of the toolbar. This button's face shows the command last selected. To save and send the estimate by text or email, click the Review and Send button at the right end of the toolbar. To save the estimate and send a link to the online estimate to the customer, click the drop-down on the Review and Send button at the right end of the toolbar, and then select the Share Link command. The link also appears in a window on screen, so you can then copy the link to send it via other channels if desired. You can then close the link window. To perform an action on an estimate after saving it, click it within the Estimates page to show information about it in a pane at the right side of the window. To reopen the estimate in the estimate window, click the Edit button at the bottom of the pane. Alternatively, to select from all possible actions like Send, Mark Accepted, Duplicate, or Delete, among others, click the More Actions button and then select the desired action to perform. Also, note that if you reopen the estimate for editing within the estimate window, then a new More Actions button appears in the center of the toolbar at the bottom of the estimate window. Clicking this button shows commands for Make a Copy, Delete, Audit History, and Copy to Purchase Order. You can select these commands to perform the associated action if needed. Remember to click the subscribe button to see more of our videos. See our full suite of courses, instruction manuals, and quick reference guides at www.teachucomp.com.